Hey everyone, welcome back to Sports Banner. I'm today's host Luca, and this is the very first video on Major League Baseball on the channel, and I'm excited to talk about it. Calvin and Bryce are very excited for it too. They will be appearing on all the other videos that go up on this channel for baseball in the coming weeks. Today we had some recording issues, and it's just gonna be me for this video, which is all good. My baseball knowledge is a bit better than those two, so I can be a decent host. So yeah, a lot of things are going to be different this season. Well, not necessarily different, but the talks are really interesting. Universal designated hitter was looking to be a thing again, but who knows? I'm pretty sure it's not now. That keeps going yes or no. I don't know anymore. The league might run out of money. It was ruined last year, or so everyone thought. Like they lost like billions of dollars, but maybe that's just rich people complaining or something. I don't know. That wasn't an insult. That was just what came out of my mind. Anyways, let's go into 4 things to talk about before the start of the season. Let's start with some noticeable transactions of the season. I meant to say noticeable. I'm not even sure what I said. The first big one was Francisco Lindor going to the Mets. He was traded from the Cleveland Indians, which is weird. He's incredible. He's like 27. He's batting at like 294. He's awesome. He's going to be a great add-on for the Mets and makes them look like a real contender this year. Next is George Springer. He signed to the Blue Jays. He's a free agent. He played at the Astros. Everyone knows that. He was a really good player. And this is a great pickup from the Jays. Costed a pretty penny, but I think he's worth it. I'm a big Yankees fan. That's pretty much my team. I do have a soft spot for the St. Louis Cardinals, but Yankees are my main team, so I got to bring up that they re-signed DJ LeMahieu. And they picked up Corey Kluber, it's an interesting pickup. He could be beneficial for the team, but we're not sure yet. But DJ, great re-pickup or whatever. He's awesome. I love him. Next is Blake Snell got traded from the Rays to the Padres. And also, Yu Darvish joined the Padres from the Cubs. The Padres are looking like a massive contender this season. Those are 2 great pitchers. Their whole lineup is awesome. Really got some support for the Padres right there. And one other thing I want to bring up is the Atlanta Braves. Hometown, should bring them up more often than I think I would. They re-signed Ozuna, which is great hitting-wise and offensive-wise, but since there's no universal DH, why would you have him? He's not that great at fielding, but maybe his hitting can make up for that, maybe in the belief that we'll just outscore our opponent, so maybe that will work for the Braves. Next, I want to get into the teams I think is going to win each division this year, so predictions. And let's start in the American League. In the AL East, I think it'll be close, but I'm pretty biased, so I'm just going to say the Yankees. The Rays still look pretty good as a team, and the Blue Jays are building up to be good, but I got to go with the Yankees. But I am scared with the Blue Jays. Vladdy Guerrero is a beast. Anyways, moving to the AL Central. This is sort of, I'm not too sure, but I'm going to go with the White Sox. They look to be doing pretty decent right this second going into the season. AL West, again, sort of close to call because the Mariners look okay. The Astros look okay. But I'm really hoping for an Oakland A's repeat. Oakland A's, they kept Matt Chapman and Matt Olson. I think they could do it. So, yeah, let's now move to the National League. Let's start in the NL East. Braves should probably be the number 1, but I'm pretty confident in this Mets team. I think this Mets team's going to go crazy. So I have them winning the division. Then in the NL Central, again, I'm sort of biased, but I'm going to go with the Cardinals. They do look pretty decent. Re-signed some veterans. I think they have a chance of doing it. Then going to the NL West, there's 2 massive heavyweights in this division, the Padres and the Dodgers. Would absolutely love to see the Padres in number 1, but it's got to be the Dodgers. So yeah, moving on to some more predictions. Top 5 teams going into the season. This is a bit like a power rankings kind of thing, and I want to do this each week, like the 5 best teams each week. But it's not going to be like the whole league because I'm not going to do those kind of power rankings. I think power rankings are a bit dumb, but I can find some enjoyable aspects in them. But here's some for going into the season. Number 5, I have the Braves. Number 4, I have the Mets. Number 3, I have the Yankees, which I'm less confident in them than I should be, but oh well. Number 2, I have the Padres, and number 1 is the LA Dodgers. They're just too good. They have to be number 1. Some honorable mentions that almost made it into the top 5 teams going into the season would have been the Blue Jays, the White Sox, and maybe the Cardinals. Yeah. I know Calvin and Bryce are not here, but when we first tried to record this video, Calvin was pretty high on the Brewers to do well this year. So you never know. Also, Calvin is a Indians fan and a Braves fan, and Bryce is a Royals fan, which is a bit odd, but I respect it. Moving on to the last segment of today's video, and is the surprise teams of the season. What teams I think might do better than I think they would. I got 3 choices. I got the Oakland A's. Like I said earlier, they have Matt Chapman back. They have Matt Olson back. Neither of them left. They're still decent. I think they can still contend, so I want them to do well. Next is the Cleveland Indians. Yes, they got rid of Lindor. Yes, their hitting's not that great, but they got some beasts at pitching. They got Shane Bieber, they got Zach Plesac, and they got Tristan McKenzie. Those 3 are insane. So the pitching could help them out a lot this year. Speaking of pitching, my last choice is the Philadelphia Phillies. They spent a lot of money. Last year, they should have done better than they did, but this year there's a chance they can do a lot better. Their relief pitching has gotten better. They've gotten better pickups over the preseason time, and they shouldn't disappoint. Last year, their relief pitchers blew 12 games. They had like the most in the whole league of 12 blown saves, I believe. And if they won like 3 or 4 of those games, they would have made it into the playoffs. So hopefully this difference in the relief pitching can help them. And yeah, that's about it for me. Obviously, if we had Bryce or Calvin or both of them, this video would have been a lot longer and maybe more enjoyable. But hopefully y'all just liked my presence, and we will be back next week for opening day, which is April 1st. That's a Thursday. So get hyped. I'm hyped. Let's do this. See y'all later.